Iridium is here. Yes, long-awaited Iridium has finally arrived in my laboratory after years of wanting to get a hold of a sample of this metal so we can create it into nanoparticles. Let's find out about Iridium. Now, Iridium is not one of the cheap metals, that's for sure. In fact, it's more expensive than gold. And what makes it harder to get a hold of is there's not a lot of demand for 1 gram bars of iridium. Oh, they put a little bit of iridium on spark plugs and here and there, but finding iridium, all together in one place like this is not easy to do. And like I said, the cost is high. I was able to get this piece, was donated by a supporter of my website and videos. He also buys product from me. And he had this piece lying around and he wanted to know about iridium like I do. For years I've wanted to turn this thing into nanoparticles. Now, let's find out, before we get into the other parts of this thing, let's find out why is iridium so hard to come by. Well, one of the reasons iridium is hard to come by is it doesn't occur in giant whole swatches of iridium. Like you can find whole bunches of gold together in places, or iron or whatever. Iridium is only available in copper and nickel deposits as a trace mineral. So it becomes a complicated process to actually extract pure iridium. They have to extract the copper or the nickel, and then they have to separate the iridium from the copper and the nickel. And a lot of times it's also there's other trace the noble metals are already all in there, like platinum, gold, is also can be part of this conglomeration in the copper and the nickel. So it becomes a little bit complicated. And so that drives the price of iridium up. And let's face it, they probably have to process an awful lot of copper and nickel to get a little bit of iridium. Most of the iridium comes from South Africa, where it's the highest in concentration found in the copper and the nickel. Now, why am I interested in iridium? Well, iridium is part of the big three, I guess it's three: gold, platinum, and iridium. These three are there's a symmetry between these three. And that's just like speculation, and is no speculation on my part and things that I read about iridium. I've had numerous people send me messages saying, you have to try iridium. Gold is more of a mental metal. Pure mental, you take gold, you have this increased awareness in your mind. You compute things, you can remember stuff more easily. The fog is gone in your mind with gold. When we take platinum, things are much more subtle because platinum operates on the subconscious mind. It increases intuition. It increases ideas, but not in a mental sort of way. The kind of the thing where you would go into a light meditation maybe and all of a sudden start brainstorming. So it's more of a subconscious booster. It can help you with your dreams. Iridium is what I consider a spiritual metal. And what iridium is supposed to do, as far as, you're not going to find this on the internet, this is just chatter and alchemists speak with the few people that actually making iridium. I'm not the first, that's for sure, but I'm one of the ones that want to add it to my repertoire, is that it helps to enhance your connection to the quantum level of reality, if we want to put a scientific name on it. And again, it's another metal that works with the mind, but on a different level. So we have gold for the mental aspect. We have platinum for the subconscious aspect. And we got iridium for the superconscious, if you want to call it, level of realities that our brains are working with. The quantum level. And everything today is quantum level. Faster than light energy, faster than light consciousness. and stuff like that. So my hope is that this metal is going to unlock that layer of reality. Hey, it may have other benefits, physical benefits. I searched on the internet to see if there was. It has the typical gold, platinum benefits. It's an anti-inflammatory. May help boost the immune system. Some researchers are looking into it. It's for cancer therapy, but so they're using platinum and gold for that also, which stands to reason because they're all next to each other on the periodic table. So they're only a few atoms apart in difference, but sometimes that subtlety can make a big difference on how it impacts the body and the mind, and in this case, the spirit. So I am looking forward to working on this metal, and we're going to cover that in part 2 of this series on iridium.